Peter, a 16-year-old boy, was born into a life of privilege and comfort. Living in an expansive mansion with his mother and father, he enjoyed the finer things that wealth could offer. Every month, he received generous pocket money from both his parents, a testament to the prosperity that surrounded him. Peter's mother many times wanted to know what Peter does with the pocket money. Often, Peter's mother asks Peter, if he likes something and needs it, then he can get it with pocket money, but Peter always says, "No, Mom, I will buy it some other time, it is not needed right now." Peter's mother was very worried about this fact that she did not know whether Peter spent this money or not and where he spent it. Peter's mother and some of her friends, who all come from rich families, gather at a kiddie party once a month. One day, at the kiddie party, all the women were talking about their children's pocket money. Some were saying that their son had a bad addiction, some were saying that their son spent it on friends, and some spent it on buying gaming gadgets. And here Peter's mother was getting very worried in her mind because she did not even have a clue where Peter spent his pocket money, but in her mind, from deep inside she also knew that Peter was a very noble and decent boy, because Peter gave great respect and honor to his grandparents and elderly people and always tried to help others as much as he could. One crisp autumn day, Peter sat by the fireplace in the cozy library of his home, flipping through the pages of a magazine that showcased the extravagance of New Year celebrations around the world. The images of dazzling fireworks, festive decorations, and people embracing with joy sparked an idea in his mind. What if he could share the magic of New Year's with those who might have been forgotten? However, amidst the luxury, Peter felt a calling to make a difference in the lives of those less fortunate. He had always been taught the value of empathy and compassion, and as the new year approached, he decided to turn his desire to help into a meaningful tradition. One chilly December evening, Peter approached his parents with an idea that would reshape their family's New Year celebrations. Instead of the usual extravagant parties and lavish gifts, he proposed using a portion of his pocket money to organize a celebration for the elderly residents of a local nursing home, and to his delight, they embraced the idea wholeheartedly. His mother, a woman with a heart as expansive as the mansion they lived in, immediately began researching ways to make the event special. His father, a shrewd businessman with a soft spot for philanthropy, pledged financial support to ensure the celebration would be nothing short of extraordinary. Surprisingly, his parents, touched by Peter's compassion, readily agreed to support his noble cause. The next few weeks were a flurry of activity as Peter, with the help of his parents, began planning a heartwarming New Year's celebration for the residents of the elderly care facility. On the eve of New Year's, the nursing home transformed into a festive wonderland. Peter and his parents worked tirelessly, decorating the common areas with twinkling lights, colorful banners, and festive ornaments. They arranged for live music and a delicious feast, and even enlisted the help of volunteers to ensure the elderly residents felt special on this joyous occasion. Meanwhile, his father worked closely with local caterers to design a menu that would tantalize the taste buds of the elderly guests. The commitment to excellence mirrored the affluence Peter had grown up with, but this time, it was directed toward creating an experience for others. As the clock ticked closer to midnight, Peter stood back to admire the transformation. The once plain and quiet nursing home now echoed with the sounds of laughter and the warmth of community. The elderly residents, many of whom had spent the previous New Year's Eve alone, were overwhelmed with gratitude for the unexpected celebration that awaited them. On the eve of New Year's, the nursing home, adorned with festive decorations, buzzed with anticipation. Peter, dressed in a sharp suit and radiating excitement, greeted the elderly residents with genuine warmth. His parents, equally enthusiastic, engaged in conversations that transcended generational gaps, establishing a connection that went beyond the financial support they were providing. The celebration commenced with Peter delivering a heartfelt speech, expressing his gratitude for the opportunity to bring joy to the lives of the elderly. The room echoed with applause as the residents, many of whom had resigned themselves to a quiet evening, found themselves surrounded by an atmosphere of celebration and camaraderie. Peter felt a profound sense of fulfillment. He looked around at the smiling faces of the elderly, some with tears of joy in their eyes, and realized that he had made a difference in their lives. The extravagant parties and luxurious gifts that once defined his family's New Year celebrations now paled in comparison to the joy of giving and creating meaningful memories for others. The success of that first New Year's celebration became the catalyst for a new family tradition. Every year, Peter, along with his parents, continued to dedicate a portion of his pocket money to organize a special event for the elderly residents of the nursing home. The tradition grew, drawing in support from the local community, and soon the annual celebration became a highly anticipated event for both the elderly residents and the volunteers involved. Peter's commitment to helping others extended beyond the New Year celebration. He started spending time with the residents regularly, listening to their stories, playing games, and offering companionship. His parents, inspired by Peter's compassion, became actively involved in philanthropic efforts, contributing not only financially, but also by volunteering their time to various charitable causes. Over the years, Peter's understanding of wealth evolved. While he still enjoyed the privileges that came with his family's prosperity, he recognized that true wealth lay in the impact one could have on the lives of others. The joy he experienced from making a positive difference far surpassed the temporary happiness that material possessions brought. As Peter entered adulthood, his commitment to charity continued to grow. He pursued studies in social work and dedicated his career to helping vulnerable populations. The values instilled in him during those early years of giving back became the guiding principles of his life. In the end, Peter's story was not just about a wealthy boy who wanted to make a difference, it was a testament to the transformative power of empathy and compassion. His New Year's tradition not only brightened the lives of the elderly residents but also shaped the trajectory of his own life, leading him on a path of purpose and fulfillment. So, friends, hope you liked the story. For more such amazing stories and to encourage us to like and subscribe to our channel Amazatu.